Yeah, I mean, it was great. I mean, as a wide receiver, that's what you want. You always want the ball in your hands. You just want to be able to make the catch and make things happen. And I think the offense did a great job today. The offensive line, quarterback, running backs, I think we just had it going, man. We struggled in the first half a little bit, but we really got it going in the second half.
Talk to me about the play calling from the offensive side of the football, because it seems like you guys were in such a good rhythm today. You know, the way that you were able to mix in the formations and everything, you guys just really seemed like even though you weren't able to punch it in on a couple of those possessions in the first half, it just felt like you guys had things going and you were on time.
See, we weren't really able to punch it in the first half, but Coach Streeter came in at halftime and talked about how we're moving and they can't stop us, but we got to be able to finish our drives. We're sustaining drives, but we got to be able to finish, and that's really the exclamation mark that we got to be able to focus on for the next couple of weeks. But our philosophy as offense, week in and week out, is we got playmakers all over the offense, and we just got to be able to get in the playmakers' hands and take it from there, because if we just spread out and keep doing what we're doing, we can make some noise.
Talked about how the defense fed off the offense and successes when you guys punch it in after they create turnovers. Talk about that defense today. They put points up on the board. They gave it to you 2 other times, 3 turnovers in total. What about that defense and how they've been playing these first 3 weeks?
Well, like we talked about in the second half, or in the first half, we struggled a little bit, and our defense really held VMI off, because the game could have been a lot closer. And that's the thing. They helped us out in the first half. We helped them out in the second half, and that's the whole part of the team, is that the defense and offense, we may go at it during practice during the week, but we come here to win, and as a team we did that today. I'm very excited about the defense and what they do. Coach Trott, the playmakers we have, the defensive line, linebacker, everybody on defense. I'm very excited about what our defense is going to be able to do.
All right, I can't let you go without asking you about your play at quarterback today. Why don't you draw that play out and tell me what happened there? Because I heard some quacks on the sidelines after that left your hand from some of your teammates.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, but I mean, it is what it is. We practiced it a couple times this week. I've been throwing it pretty well during practice, but it's really just I'm supposed to take the handoff and run to the edge. I'm supposed to have a two-way option, whether to throw the ball or run. I honestly should have ran it, but I told Rashad Ponder I was going to give him a chance, so I tried to throw the ball up. Honestly, I'm not going to make excuses whether it slipped out of my hand or not, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, that was a nice move, though, to elude the pressure, because you had a big guy bearing down on you there. All right, last time before I let you go. Next week, open up league play in Atlanta. You guys are playing really well right now. Talk to me about the chemistry of this team, because it looks like a really fun-loving group of guys and a pretty loose group. Talk to me about that as you head into conference play.
Well, I think the thing that we talked about from when Coach Rocco's got here up until this week is changing the culture. We've completely changed the culture on this team. We were one big family. We really focus on just the team. We don't have individuals, and we don't have any cancels on the team. Everyone's just focused on the goal, and I really think that's important. Coach Rocco keeps talking about momentum and how we really needed these 2 wins before we get into conference play, and he's absolutely correct. We got to go to Georgia here and play Georgia State first conference game. It's going to be huge. And I think these 2 wins we got this past 2 weeks convincingly is really going to keep the momentum going for us. I'm really excited.
I mean, it's always great to have the opportunity to break on some balls and make some plays. Just with what they were doing, we were able to disguise it, and with this film study of the corners and the DBs, we all work on that all week. It was kind of put us all in position to make plays, and luckily I was able to get my left hand on the bottom this week instead of my right one and make a couple catches. Tell me about
that play that went for the touchdown. Draw that up and how you were able to stay in bounds over there on the sideline.
Well, just kind of through film study, and me and Daryl have been disguising what we're doing on the backside all day. Just kind of me and Daryl have been looking at that all week, and finally got the opportunity where the quarterback threw it out there, and I saw that ball coming, knew I had a chance to pick it. I was just hoping to God it wasn't going to hit off the club and bounce, and I got my hands on it and then just took off.
Back-to-back terrific weeks for the defensive unit. Tell me about how you feel like you guys are playing now that you're back out there on the field.
I think the way we played in the second half is what we're going to need to be dominant the rest of the year. The first half, we were letting them blow us off the ball. Kind of the secondary, we weren't really kind of covering them as well as we could have. So if the second half, we get the second half like it was with the pressure we're getting from the defensive line, linebackers running all over the field, and the secondary making plays on the ball, I think we're going to be very good.
Before I let you go, you could even see it in the UVA game when the offense went in and scored after the defense created a turnover. Talk about how you guys are feeding off each other right now, because now when you're presenting opportunities, the offense is cashing in.
Yeah, it's this team is so tight. I mean, such team chemistry. When all the guys in the team, we're all hanging out even when we're not in the field. I mean, you figure we get sick of each other, but it's just that team chemistry. When you see the offensive guys do well, they're your buddies, and you're just as hyped for them getting it as the defense doing something well. So the team chemistry and just the momentum we get off of playing for each other, because we're all such good guys. It's a great time.